Yo, what's poppy gamers? Welcome back to a brand new Flashpoint video. Today is going to be more of like a tips and tricks, and I plan to do these maybe more often, and also like gun reviews, best attachments, things like that for them, control the new recoil and all of that. So you guys can leave some comments down below of what weapons you'd like me to go over and give you guys the best setups for. I'll definitely try to do that for you guys. Also, one of our Flashpoint videos I uploaded the other day as to why the development slowed down is like hitting almost 50,000 views. It's blowing up. I don't know, YouTube's recommending it, but I feel like it's needed for me to put out this video so I can help a lot of you guys, new players out, and also current players that don't know certain things. Also, these videos do take a little while, so I'd appreciate it if you guys would leave a like down below. Our like goal is 500. I think you guys can do it. Anyways, hopping right into this with the first tip that I can give you guys is the main menu with the play now and server browse. As you can see, we're at the main menu right now. I'm in the test play, so there's not going to be any servers, but please stop clicking play now, click server browse, and join a populated server. Please, that's why we added it, to make sure all players can get into good lobbies. Make sure you guys do that. There's always a decent amount of players and a small and also a large, so depending on what you want to play, you can play that. Also, we did have a lot of people asking us why we have the large map still on the small map rotation. It's because we don't have many maps in the game, and there are maps in the works, but we don't want to only force you guys in simulation, if that makes sense. That's why. But yes, please use the server browse if you're trying to get in populated servers. Okay, next up is how to get out of spawn traps on the US side. Now, keep in mind that the US side is actually harder to get out of if you're being spawn trapped. That's something you guys got to keep in mind. And somehow US always is spawning the Russians and spawn trapping the Russian side. I don't know how it works out like that every time, but that's just how it happens. But as you can see, there's a whole hill right here that blocks this whole road. Not enough people use this new road over here, but I do think it's much more obvious on the US side than it is on the Russian side, because as soon as you spawn, you can kind of just see it. It's there. But on the Russian side, it's a little bit more difficult than that. But yeah, you just take this route and you hope you don't get rocketed or noob tubed by the M320, and you can get right past everybody, usually. All right, now for the Russian side, this is the side everybody gets spawn trapped on, and this is the best way to get out of these spawn traps, this area over here. Every single time we're being spawn trapped when I join mid-game and we can't get out, nobody's using this. I don't know why, and it's super simple. I don't know if I have like a recording of me doing it, but 9 out of 10 times I take this direction, I instantly get us out of the spawn trap, because if you guys see here, the only thing that could see you up until here is the sniper tower. That's it. It's the only thing that could see you. And if they hit that sniper shot, they honestly deserve that kill. Let's be honest. It's not super easy to hit that sniper shot while driving in a vehicle. When you push through here, you typically either want to go for D, but if there's players at D, you want to try your best to avoid them and go to the B or A flag. The reason for this is because if you capture these over here, your team can spawn on that side and take out the players that are spawn trapping at E. So it's pretty much you're flipping the map in a way, but this is a strat that's also used in games like Battlefield 3 and 4. This is a well-known thing, how to get out of spawn traps. Because now when you get here, you can capture this flag, but you just capture A and B, and then you own the US's home flags. And then your team can push all the way through and either go for C or D. I recommend going for D because C is like a death trap. In my opinion, you always want enemies to have the mid flag over anything else. But yeah, this is the best way to get out of the spawn trap, and I don't think people realize that yet, and hopefully this video will get more of you guys doing that, because that is how you get out of the spawn trap. But yeah, that are my tips for the spawn trapping issues. I promise if you guys use those second exits that were added, it'll be helpful. A lot of you guys complain about vehicles. If you're a sniper, I'm sorry, but you have nothing you could do against vehicles. That's how it is in Battlefield, and that's how it is in this game. Now, if you're assault class or if you're LMG, you guys have C4 and noob tubes. If you guys engineer, you do have RPG as well. But these M320s are very strong. They will one-tap vehicles as long as you direct impact it. If you guys hit the side of it, it most likely won't destroy the vehicle. Some cases it has, but I really recommend trying to learn the drop on this so you guys know what you're doing. And the best way for me to tell you how to use something like a sniper, and this will improve as more weapons are added into the game, by the way, but I recommend leveling up a class that has anti-vehicle, okay? By that, I mean noob tube, RPG, anything like that. Level up that class. If you get a certain class a high enough level, if I go here, click on this, you can see that I have the marksman rifles on my assault rifle classes. I'm in assault right now. This is the best way to have a recon and a assault class loadout. Now, if you guys are really trying to snipe, I recommend going this route so you guys have anti-vehicle and you can use a long-range weapon. That's the best way I can put it. A lot of people don't know this, but that's how this works. Keep in mind that each one of these loadouts, you can only use, like, for example, since we're in assault class, assault rifles will be locked to assault class only. But everything else here, carbines, marksman rifle, and shotguns, those will be available on assault as well. And engineer goes for the same thing. Your PDW will be locked to your engineer class, and you'll have carbine, marksman, and shotguns, obviously. And that's basically how it works. All right, so the next thing I want to show you guys is that you can actually repair vehicles. Let me try to make sure I won't destroy the vehicle here. I think that might have did some damage. I'm not 100% sure. But as you can see, you can repair, and it repairs very quickly. A lot of people don't know this, and to be fair, with the Humvees, you don't really have those moments where you need to repair. But in the coming future with other vehicles, when we add them, you will be able to use this much more reliably, and you can keep your vehicles alive much longer. I just really wanted to showcase to let you guys know that this is possible. A lot of people think it isn't, but yeah, you can do that. And yes, we will allow you to kill people with this. We just have to add it in. I'll make sure Jake works on that. I'll put that top of the list because people want to mess around with it, so we can do that. Okay, so the next tip I want to give you guys is how vehicles actually work in terms of like jumping out and all of that. So right now, when you hold S, there really isn't that good of brakes, especially if you're going at a faster speed. You can't slow down too well. Like I'm holding S right now. Look how far we went before it slowed down. What you actually want to do to stop your vehicle is this. That's how you want to stop it. You do that by holding spacebar and holding down A or D, depending on which direction you want to drift at. But another thing a lot of people don't know is if you're going at a slower speed, like this, for example, if I hop out, my vehicle is going to brake instantly. A long time ago, or when this game first launched, we had an issue where vehicles would just keep rolling like this all the time. And as long as you're at a certain speed, I know you guys can't see the speed yet, but right now it's set to like 15 miles per hour, I'm pretty sure. As long as you're at that, it won't roll away from you. And the best way to counteract this and also use the vehicle as cover, this is what I do. I will drive up, brake, drift, and then I'll have a cover here, and I can peek at enemy like this. It is very good thing to do. It's a very old school thing that I used to do in H1Z1. That was like the meta back then. But yeah, that's something that you can do in the game that I don't think a lot of people know or they don't realize. And grenades cannot destroy Humvees, by the way. They could do damage to them, but actually I don't think damage for them is actually enabled at all, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's not enabled at all. But keep in mind, the nades can damage the player in the vehicle, though. And yes, we will enable damage for grenades as well. That's something that we forgot to actually do because of the whole Roblox being down thing. But yeah. Okay, so now we're on simulation. I do want to show you guys how you got all your spawn traps. Now, you will notice that we have multiple doors here on the sides as well. But most people either use B or the front door here. The issue with this is that these will lead you straight to multiple lanes to get spawn trapped from. And keep in mind, a version of this map, like an actual real version of this map, is in development. This is just our prototype version. And this one will also lead you to just one straight hallway to multiple doors to die. Now keep in mind, this is on both sides of the map, so it's still fair play in some ways of spawn trapping, but people don't use these undergrounds. Dude, when I tell you I could get an easy route to get out of spawn trap on Oasis, same goes for this map. I just go underground, push this way. I can either take this door up to the right over here. I can go this way and clear out this spawn for my teammates. But you got to be careful here because there's going to be players on these doors as well. But you can try to help teammates get out of spawn by flanking them here, or you can go down this way and go straight to mid. Now, a lot of people don't typically sit here and look at these doors like they did when the game or this map first launched. But the issue with this area is that they can see your feet as soon as you walk into this room. So if they're on this side, down middle, or over here, they'll be able to see your feet. So that is the issue. So if you're going this way, you want to fully commit. You don't want to wait in here because they will see your feet. And you just want to look there and here. And what I like to do is just go up here, and now I have C control. Yeah, but nobody uses these undergrounds. If you use these undergrounds more, you'll get out of spawn traps more often. And not only that, there is another passage over here. Now, when enemy owns A, they kind of hold down this door and also hold down this area, so you can't leave your spawn. So if they do have A, you most likely shouldn't go this way. It's almost a guaranteed death. Don't go this hallway. Don't go right hallway, and don't go down mid because you're gonna die. If they don't have B, you can probably get through B pretty safe. But if they have A, don't go through the A tunnel. If they have B, don't go through the B tunnel. Use the undergrounds. Yeah, but our new map for this, our actual map, should solve spawn trapping. So whenever that drops, you guys will have an actual simulation map. Anyways, that's gonna do it for our tips and tricks video for Flashpoint. If there is anything else that you guys like me to do a video on, whether it's a weapon, on how like the best setup for said weapon, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll definitely make a video on those very soon. And I'll try to make sure I give you guys the best setups for the recoil control, because if you guys don't know, we have a whole new recoil system. The XM8 can be a literal beam, by the way, when you put the right attachments on. But our old recoil used to look like this. That's what it used to look like. Well, not the tracers, but you would have a ton of horizontal, and it'll be RNG based. But every weapon has a set recoil now, and every weapon can be mastered, learned, and also attachments can actually decrease whatever is needed recoil wise. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video today. I'll definitely put up some more videos on Flashpoint here soon. We also have some updates in the works. Also, for anybody that wants to know why there hasn't been a dev blog yet, because the Roblox shutdown actually delayed us a ton on a lot of our work. So that is very unfortunate. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently. I really do appreciate it. Talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.